So if you run a business, you've probably ran into days, weeks, or maybe even months where your energy is just low. And I know that running a business is a lot. I run a business as well, and it's really easy to get overwhelmed and not feel creative, but still feel like you need to show up on social media or create content. And so if that's you and you're feeling low energy, this is a list of the types of posts that I would create even if I had low energy, but I still felt like I needed to show up in order to make money. So this isn't about posting content just for the sake of content. This is about staying visible and staying valuable to your audience and still moving your business forward, even on your worst days or weeks. The first type of post that I would make is a quote or a one-liner of some kind, but not just something motivational, but maybe something a little more hyper relatable, specific to your audience and actually tied to what you do. For example, this one took me roughly a couple minutes to write and then post, and it ended up getting a lot of likes, but more than that, I got follows and clicks to my website and leads. So it was funny, but it's also true, and it immediately connected with the exact kind of person that I want to work with in my business, who are usually women building something from scratch and who are all in on growing their business. So if you're low energy but want to stay top of mind and create content still, this kind of post does a lot of heavy lifting, but is really simple. The second type of post is going to be something that you reshare, something from your own personal vault. And usually I will do this often, and I will go back maybe 3 months, 6 months to 12 months, and I will look for something that performed pretty well. And it could be highlighting a product, it could be a carousel, and I will repurpose it or just repost it in maybe my updated brand or branding. If it is a year old, there are chances that I've made some slight changes. And so I will just update the visual and then repost it, because most of your audience did not see it the first time. And if you've gained any new followers, they most likely haven't seen it either. So post number 3 is actually either post number 1 or 2, but posted as a reel instead. So a lot of times we want to break up our Instagram feed and create a variety of different types of content. And so if you just posted carousels and quotes for, let's say you're having a really bad month or something, everything would be fine. But some people get a little stressed out that I'm not showing up on Reels, and I want to show up on Reels and get that audience as well. You can take any of the other 2 ideas, quotes or some kind of previous post or tips that you've got, and simply create a reel of you staring at the camera, no talking, nothing, and just put the text over your face. This is something that I've done before as well, and set to the right music with the right tone and maybe even the right hook. So something like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but, or not to be dramatic, but, or my toxic trait is. So these are some common hooks that you often see. Also, unpopular opinion. These are a lot of very trendy hooks that you may have seen, but you can apply those to a lot of things that you're thinking about posting and turn it into a text style reel where, in low effort way, you just show up on camera by simply recording yourself, even if it's just from the nose up, and you just record that portion of your face. You even don't even need to record your face. It could be B-roll that you filmed of making a coffee. The point is, it's perfect for hopping on camera in a low effort, low energy way and reminding people that you still exist, even if you are feeling a little low energy, and especially if you don't feel like existing on the internet. Just show up even just a little bit and put text over your face, and that allows people to connect with you, see your face, see who they're, connecting with and potentially following or purchasing from, but also in a relatable way by putting a relatable quote or giving them some value in a tip or repurposing something from the past that is at least valuable to some people because it did get some engagement previously, maybe 6 months ago or so. So to summarize, you basically need a system that works for you when you don't necessarily feel like working. This is something that I've done a lot the past 6 months, and it's allowed me to show up almost every single day on Instagram in a low effort way, but still get more followers, grow more leads, and not just disappear off of social media. So every single month, I create monthly content kits for members inside of my content membership. And that content kit includes everything from Instagram posts to Pinterest pins to blog posts and emails and everything in between, reels, stories, and so on. So I'm giving members their Canva templates, captions, and content calendars for all of those platforms. If you only need to use the Instagram content calendar, use that. But if you want a full system and content strategy where each piece sort of works together, I've mapped it all out in a full system for our members. Now, as part of being an insider or a subscriber of my newsletter, you can receive up to 500 free stock photos, captions, and templates. You just have to check out the link below and join us.